we can still catch up.
There's no doubt that this island is on its way to progress, but the journey towards this goal is not without some roadblocks. Transforming Mindanao is a personal legacy of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and the track towards this change needs to be high speed.
That is why, as the government body mandated to provide strategic direction for Mindanao, the Mindanao Development Authority, or MinDA, is working hard to ensure that all initiatives related to the socio-economic development in the island region are facilitated and implemented as soon as possible.
President Duterte's 10-point socio-economic agenda identifies infrastructure and industry development as the key drivers for more robust economic activities in Mindanao, which is expected to lead to more jobs and reduce poverty. Taking that into consideration, MinDA has developed the Mindanao Development Corridor Strategy, or MinDC, as a framework for integrated economic development in Mindanao. The concept of economic corridors helps encourage economic activity in developing and underdeveloped areas by linking them to growth centers through infrastructure and connectivity modes.
This approach is used worldwide, particularly in the Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East ASEAN Growth Area, or BIMP-IAGA, where Mindanao and Palawan are part of the Greater Sulu-Sulawesi Economic Corridor.
In Mindanao, the MinDC strategy prioritizes interregional and high-impact projects to ensure that the 6 I's of economic development are met.
That is why we have identified 12 catalytic projects that will turn the vision of an interconnected Mindanao into a reality. At the forefront of these projects is the establishment of Trans-Mindanao High-Speed Railway System, a longtime dream of Mindanaoans. This railway network is expected to boost the potentials of the region in terms of tourism, trade, and commerce by improving the efficiency of how we transport goods and services. To complement this, we are pushing for the development of more renewable energy capacities that will be crucial in meeting the 3,000 megawatt power requirement of Mindanao by 2030. The Tawi-Tawi Integrated Seaport and Economic Zone is another major investment which supports our bid to become a stronger player in the country and in the greater BIMP-IAGA and ASEAN economic communities. With agriculture as Mindanao's inherent comparative advantage, MinDA also pushes for the establishment of the agro-economic zones, along with the development of the Picong Freeport and Eco Zone in Llano del Sur as part of its efforts under the Bangsamoro Development Corridor. Other key projects on the fields of infrastructure and industry development, among others, have also been identified and strategically spread out throughout the region. On top of all these efforts, MinDA also supports the Duterte administration's vision of the immediate and systematic shift to a federal parliamentary form of government as the backbone to meaningful national change and the key to achieving just and lasting peace in Mindanao. In fact, the MinDC strategy is already configured to the proposed federal states in Mindanao.
All of these efforts are a part of the bigger legacy of transforming Mindanao, and this is where we can work together to make things possible. The MinDC strategy uses a joint planning and programming approach, or JPP, which ensures that planning and programming of all our efforts are integrated, harmonized, and coordinated with government agencies and other organizations. It is for this exact reason that we are urging more stakeholders to participate in the JPP as a platform of resource and information exchange in order to map out exactly what Mindanao needs and deserves.
Along with the big-ticket connectivity projects under the MinDC, MinDA believes that a responsive budget and policy reforms for Mindanao will help accelerate inclusive and sustainable development in the region. That is why, together with the Mindanao Affairs Committee of the House of Representatives, we are proposing for 1.3 trillion peso budget increase that will be used to propel the 12 catalytic projects under the MinDC strategy. Recognizing the urgency for change in Mindanao, MinDA is also recommending to enhance the agency's capacity to lead the implementation of these proposed projects particularly on the Trans-Mindanao high-speed railway system.
As you can see, there's so much that needs to and can be done for Mindanao. With its natural resources, capable workforce, and a leader who hails from the region, we just cannot let Mindanao's chance go to waste. Join us as we work together for a stronger, resilient, and integrated Mindanao.